The Saints are in Miami, getting ready to make their first Super Bowl appearance in club history. And so are we. Coming up on this Super Bowl edition of the Sean Payton Show, we're bringing you full coverage from South Florida. We'll hit up the hot spots to show you what's happening in the city under the sun. Plus, we're one-on-one with the man that kicked the team into the big game, Garrett Hartley. We'll take you back to relive all the moments of that heart-stopping overtime victory against the Minnesota Vikings. The countdown is now on. The Super Bowl matchup of a lifetime. The Saints versus the Indianapolis Colts. And Saints fans, we've got you covered. It's Super Bowl 44, Miami style. The Sean Payton Show starts right now. Let's go!
Hey everyone, we are here at Watson Island in Miami. You can see behind me the beautiful downtown city skyline, the water, the palm trees. It is a gorgeous evening here. In this city, this weekend, Saints history is being made. For the first time ever, the team is in the Super Bowl. Now we know you all are counting down the minutes until the black and gold face off with the Indianapolis Colts, and we are here to get you ready for the big game. The Saints touched down Monday afternoon and had quite the greeting at the team hotel. Coach Payton and the Pro Bowlers dressed as bellmen to welcome them to South Florida. After a little fun, the black and gold got down to business. From media appearances to practice, it's been a week full of activity. Same goes for Saints fans. They continue to turn out in droves to soak up the fun in Miami and to see their team in their first Super Bowl. We've got a lot ahead for you this evening. We kick off our coverage with a look back at the win that got us here. The NFC Championship game in the Superdome against the Vikings.
The road to Miami goes through New Orleans. It's what the Saints played for. It's what they've got. Today, we will see just how big an advantage the home field advantage can be.
People were talking about the Saints, and there's no doubt in their mind the Saints are heading to Miami.
Well, this is the one we've all been pointing for quite some time, but there is no tomorrow. The Houdat cheers erupting. This place is just a madhouse already.
Everybody is ready for this game to get underway.
And this is Peterson with running room. 10-5 touchdown. And the Vikings take a 6-0 lead.
Let's see how this Saints offense retaliates to that.
Breeze looks to his left. Under some pressures, dumps it off to Pierre Thomas. Great block by Evans. Down to the 25, 20, 15 on his feet. Touchdown, Pierre Thomas. And the Saints reply. Marv looks left, now back to the right, now over the middle, guns the football, touchdown. Here's Breeze, play action, now throws back of the end zone, leaping reception, touchdown for the Saints, Devery Henderson.
Well, Jim, this thing right here has got all the makings of a shootout.
The Vikings trying to take advantage of a huge break. Give it to Peterson, he drops the ball. The Saints have covered it up. Fujita comes up with the football. Saints go to the locker room, tied with the Vikings at 14. The Saints will be returning the second half kickoff. Courtney Roby back to the 20, puts his head down, bounces off a tackle, tries to break it outside and does. He's up to the 40. He's running 45 midfield. He's still at his feet and taken down inside the 40. A terrific return by Courtney Roby of 60 yards. Handed off Thomas, big hole right side. Pierre Thomas all the way to the goal line. He's in! And the Saints take the lead for the first time today. Hands off Peterson, dances left side, plunges over, touchdown. Harvin drops the ball, and it's on the ground. It's still on the ground. Saints trying to cover it up, and it's Remy Adell who picks it up. Breeze in the shotgun. He rolls to his right, looks around, throws. Should be a touchdown. An eruption of volcanic proportions. Barr throws it over the middle, catch made. Berrien drops the ball. Jonathan Vilma covers it up. Left side with second effort. He is in for the touchdown with just under 5 minutes to play. Catch made up at the 26-yard line by Henderson, but well short of the first down. Saints fans still with something in their tank. And now, again, the pressure on the Saints defense.
Somebody needs to come up with a play right here.
Clock shows 19 seconds remaining. Barr, half roll out to the right, has all sorts of time. Throws it. It's intercepted. This is Tracy Porter. He's coming back with it to the 40 with 7 seconds remaining in regulation. A little lanyap in the Crescent City as we will go to overtime.
First team to score wins.
The Saints are coming. Let's see if they are. Play action. Breeze rolls to his right. You go for it. You got to go for it. Leaping reception. Pierre Thomas up and over. And so it comes down to this. The most important play of the entire season for the Saints is this one right here. You know, you can see the pressure on these guys. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Right hash mark. Garrett Hartley with Miami resting on his right foot, and the Vikings are going to try to ice him. Hartley walks to the near sideline, and he's going to have a conversation with his head coach. And Sean Payton trying to calm him down, tell him that we believed in you all along. He's about to attempt to kick the Saints into the first Super Bowl in their 43-year history. Snap, placement, kicked by Hartley, and it is good! Pigs have flown! Hell is frozen over! The Saints are on their way to the Super Bowl! Confetti fills the air, Saints fans on their feet, everybody in black and gold having the time of their lives in the city that will not sleep tonight. All one, Saints fans worldwide, all one. They're headed to Miami.
On behalf of the NFL, it's my honor to present to you the George Halas Trophy as the NFC champions.
Not only the 70,000 that are here, but think of the 7 million in other parts of this world that really are cheering for us tonight.
And the Saints are the NFC champions, and they are going to the Super Bowl to meet the Indianapolis Colts.
That's yours and your team's, Sean.
This stadium used to have holes in it. It used to be wet. It's not wet anymore. This is for the city of New Orleans.
The New Orleans Saints move on to Super Bowl 44 as they defeat the Minnesota Vikings 31-28 in overtime. Garrett Hartley gets a 40-yard field goal.
There's no one else I'd rather hand this to than Drew Brees.
It's a moment that I've been waiting for a long time, and obviously the job's not done yet, but we're going to enjoy this victory. And how about these fans, huh? We got the best fans in the world, the Who Dat Nation. Now we got to finish strong in Miami, baby.
You know, the fans in this city and this region deserve it. And like I said at the beginning, I'm just proud to be a part of it.
I've played some good football in some big football towns with great football fans. But the connection doesn't run any deeper than it does here in New Orleans. To all the people of New Orleans, we love you, we thank you, and I'm proud to be able to represent you in the Super Bowl.
This city's been behind us since day one. They are just as much as part of this victory as we are, and the least that we can do is give them this gift of going to the Super Bowl.
They were probably more excited than us after the game.
There's no city or organization that deserves a world championship more than this city, and we're one step away from doing that.
How about that, New Orleans?
Florida isn't just the site of the Super Bowl this year. Miami just got done hosting the Pro Bowl last weekend. 7 Saints players were named to the NFC squad, and they were at the All-Star game to watch some of the action. Drew Brees, Jonathan Stinchcomb, Jari Evans, Jonathan Goodwin, Jonathan Vilma, Darren Sharper, and Roman Harper taking the field at Sun Life Stadium. The 7 Pro Bowlers flew in a day early ahead of the team to attend the All-Star game. Even though they didn't play, Saints fans came out to cheer them on.
You know, this is going to be our turn.
At halftime, Drew Brees and Peyton Manning went face-to-face for an ESPN interview. Darren Sharper even wanted to get in on the action.
I got to talk a little trash to the quarterback that we're going to face.
All joking aside, the Saints players made their rounds while keeping their focus on the biggest game ahead, the Super Bowl. The Saints versus the Colts. It doesn't get much better than this. The two teams that started the regular season 13-0 are now meeting for the first time in the Super Bowl. The NFL Network gives us a preview of the matchup.
Thank you, Angelina. Well, Super Bowl 44 just days away. We are coming to you from our NFL Network set here on South Beach alongside Rod Woodson and Marshall Falk. I am Alex Flanagan. And guys, the hot topic this week has been Colts defensive end Dwight Freeney and his ankle injury. Will he be able to play in Super Bowl 44? So, Marshall, given that information, how did the Saints game plan for Dwight Freeney?
I talked to Drew Brees early in the week. He said, guess what? We are going to prepare for them as if they have all the bullets in the gun, because we're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, you look at what he can do, and I think Sean Payton knows one thing. There are plays to be had with and without Dwight Freeney being in the lineup. And when a Dwight Freeney's in the lineup, what kind of plays can you run? Well, you're going to run draw, screen, at him, run right at him also, because you need to slow down a pass rushing Dwight Freeney. They're going to game plan just like he's going to play in the game, because if you don't, and he does play, that'd be a mistake.
If Dwight doesn't play, it puts a lot of pressure on the back end. Those safeties, corners, boy, they really have to show up.
And it puts a lot of pressure also on Raheem Brock, who will be playing for Dwight Freeney if, in fact, he cannot go. We will find out. Super Bowl 44 just days away. The Colts and the Saints matching up. It is time now to send it back to the Sean Payton Show just outside of the Saints Hotel here in Miami.
We still have much more ahead from Miami. Coming up on this Super Bowl edition of the Sean Payton Show, Garrett Hartley takes us back to the moment he kicked the Saints into the Super Bowl. Find out more about that and what he has to say about the big game. We go one-on-one right after the break.
The Sean Payton Show is brought to you by the Louisiana Lottery. Get in the game. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And by PenskeTruckRental.com.
Welcome back, everyone. At 23 years old, Garrett Hartley is certainly making a name for himself. He had a feeling he was going to kick the winning field goal in the NFC Championship game, and as we all know, that feeling turned into reality. Now, as Hartley and the team get ready to take on the Colts in the Super Bowl, the big question remains, does he have this feeling again? We went one-on-one.
Snap, placement, kick by Hartley, and it is good! The Saints are on their way to the Super Bowl!
So Garrett, we are in the Saints Hall of Fame. We're surrounded by history, memories, so many legends. So I think it's only fitting that we're here with you right now, when you are now clearly such a huge part of Saints history. What's this like for you? Are you still celebrating?
I don't even know if I really ever began. It's just been such a surreal experience so far, from the kick to doing interviews, and everything's just happening. And I'm like, wait a second, we got one more game to go.
Take us through that for you, from the moment that you realized in overtime that it was going to come down to this.
It was actually kind of weird, because the night before I couldn't really sleep too well, and I called my brother, but he didn't answer, so I was like, okay, I'll give my dad a call. So I called him, and the very first thing out of his mouth is, why are you calling me this time? You should be sleeping. And so I was like, Dad, actually, I just have these thoughts going through. I think it's going to come down to about a 42-yarder on the right hash, and to win the game. And sure enough, here we are in the fourth quarter. I go over there with about 7 minutes left, and I told John, I was like, okay, what would you do in this situation? And so then he's just like, just take yourself out of the game and relax, and be focused in and keep visualizing where and how you're going to do it.
Did Coach have anything to say to you before you ran out there on the field?
There's a fleur-de-lis, I guess, up on the second banister, and he just told me to aim at that and try to hit it. And I think I was a little bit off, but that ball just came off my foot. Once it came off, I didn't even watch it go through the uprights. I knew it when it came off. I hugged Riddell and told him we were going to Miami.
Looking back at the Redskins game and the Tampa game, and then now this game, what are some of the things that you've come away with?
Yeah, with everything that's happened, you just really try to stay like on an even keel. You're only as good as your last kick, and that's how I have to tell myself. I feel I have to go out there and prove myself, and every time, I'm going to go out there and try to perform to the best of my ability.
Garrett, I know you said that you haven't really rewatched that moment or the game, and you probably won't, but I have the radio version of that moment in time right here.
see another. Snap, placement, hit by Hartley, and it is. It's good! It's good! It's good! Peaks have flown. Hell is frozen over. The Saints are on their way to the Super Bowl.
Wow. I mean, that just really hit home for me somehow, some way. That was, I'm just, you know, so happy I had the opportunity, you know, to help my team, you know, win the NFC Championship and, you know, get our chance to go win, you know, a world championship.
Don't go anywhere. Our Super Bowl coverage from Miami continues after the break. Billy Miller's with us in Miami, and he's getting the scoop from his teammates like no one else can. You won't want to miss this Media Day exclusive. That's next.
Hi, it's Coach.
The Saints suited up for Media Day at Sun Life Stadium earlier this week. Billy Miller took us around for an all-access look.
How you guys doing? This is Billy Miller. Today is Media Day. I'm gonna take you around, kind of show you some of the guys who get interviewed, and just show you this madness. It's gotta be at least 1,000 reporters here. We got reporters from overseas, from all different countries, players lined up all along the side. Here we got Will Smith. This is just one of the podiums we got going. I think there's like 10 to 12 players that have their own podium. They have my podium. They actually set up in the restroom. We got NFL Network here. Warren Sapp, Rita Benson, Vice President, Mickey Loomis, GM. Up in the club, just broke up, doing my own little thing. That's right. I was the best. Obviously, we came to the booth where Drew Brees is. I was gonna ask a question, but I mean, if you look right there, there's obviously no chance of me getting in there. Drew Brees on this side, if you turn the camera right, you can see him right there, bam. On this side, you got Reggie Bush. Kind of smart, get all the media in one spot. I would like to see that matchup right there. Marcus Colson, a young Deion Sanders, oof, that'd be a hot one. How you taking it all in?
Being from Louisiana, it means that much more to me. It's crazy. I mean, you never can really imagine what this is like until you're here.
So I expect at least like, I'm gonna say a low of 5 catches. Can you do that?
That sounds good.
This is my dream job right here, Telemundo. I have to take a couple Spanish classes to really tighten up my game. He's pretending he's talking to a reporter, but it's really his agent. Doesn't he look like a rapper? Like he's in the booth right now? Yeah.
You know, you gotta focus just like it's another game.
I'm gonna ask Roman like a random question. Let's see what he says. When'd you start going great?
I started going great.
I got you.
I started going great when I was in 8th grade, and it just hadn't stopped.
Saints fans, listen, whether you're in Miami right now or you're back home, it's focus time. We're getting ready to win a big game. I'll see you later. Thanks.
Still ahead on this Super Bowl edition of the Sean Payton Show. Coming up, we'll head out on the town to show you the hot spots in one of the hottest cities around.
The Sean Payton Show is brought to you by the Louisiana Lottery. Get in the game. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And by PenskeTruckRental.com.
The gorgeous beaches, the food, the nightlife. Miami has it all. We hit up some spots earlier this week to show you what's hot. Hey everyone, we are at the Ritz-Carlton South Beach, one of our favorite spots to stop in Miami, especially if you want to relax in the sun and work on your tan. Now this place not only has an incredible pool, but great views and something really unique, they have a tanning butler.
My name's Johnny. I'm originally from New Orleans. I wear my official Tanning Butler t-shirt, my holster of Hampton Sun products, my swim trunks, my sunglasses, and my flip-flops. The guests love it here. It's something that isn't offered anywhere else. What I do is I walk around the pool and beach area. Good afternoon. How are you enjoying the sun today? Hey, well, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Johnny. I'm the world's only tanning butler. I'm here to offer complimentary sun care to your shoulder, neck, and back areas.
Now this is how you relax Miami style. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to eat, and I've got the perfect place to show you. We're here at the Delito Beach Club, the only oceanfront restaurant on South Beach. Everything on this menu looks to die for.
Hi, I'm Chef Jeff McKinnon. The dishes I prepared today are unique. The tuna, we slice it raw and we serve it with an avocado sorbet.
I've also heard that their signature sangria is amazing.
The sangria is a huge hit. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's something unique.
We just had a great meal at a terrific restaurant in the most dreamy setting imaginable here on South Beach. But we're not done with you yet. We got to check out some of this Miami nightlife scene we've been hearing so much about. We are here at our last spot of the day, Mangoes on Ocean Drive. And when the sun goes down on Miami, the nightlife definitely heats up. We got Couché right here. Why is it that Mangoes is the hottest spot in South Beach?
Well, we're in the heart of the South Beach. Look at us. We're the hottest people. This is the place to party, to have a blast, and have a great time.
What is your signature drink here at Mangoes? Down in New Orleans, we have the Hurricane. I want to know what you're serving up here.
Mojitos. You got to try Mangoes mojitos. Well, you're talking about drinks. I'll show you some more than the drink.
All right, Saints fans, kickoff to the big game is right around the corner. It's been an amazing journey watching the black and gold make their way to the Super Bowl. And we got to keep that support rolling in. From Miami to New Orleans, make sure you tune in and turn out to watch the Saints in the biggest game of their lives. We've had an incredible time here in South Florida, and our coverage is far from finished. We'll have more for you next week. Until then, we leave you with this. Go Saints!
Saints fans don't want to see another. Snap, placement, hit by Hartley, and it is. It's good! It's good! It's good!
We black and gold, and we headed to the Super Bowl. We from New Orleans, take a look at the clothes. My city out of control, and I know you thought we never would do it, but Drew Brees took us straight to it. Just pack your clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami. Clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami. We headed to Miami. If it's sunny or rain, we might take a train, car, boat, or a plane. And the Saints is the best. We beat Eli, now his brother's up next. Brett Favre went down just like Kirk went down. And they both left the city riding on hover round. Super Bowl's right here, and it's here for the taking. You better cherish what you're taping. This is history, and we black and gold, and we headed to the Super Bowl. We from New Orleans, take a look at the clothes. My city out of control, and I know you thought we never would do it, but Drew Brees took us straight to it. Just pack your clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami. Clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami. The best quarterback in the league is Drew Brees. Throw a screen of Reggie Bush and watch them shake them to their knees. P.S. Thomas might bail up the middle for a touchdown. Whoever coming across the middle field, I'ma lay him down. The sun and meet them, they blazing the outside. Post corner to coast and hit the pylon. I take my hat off, salute to the defense. Robin Hood Shaw for giving us a big six. Gold, and we headed to the Super Bowl. We from New Orleans, take a look at the clothes. My city out of control, and I know you thought we never would do it, but Drew Brees took us straight to it. Just pack your clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami. Clothes and let's roll. Just meet us in Miami. Meet us in Miami. Just meet us in Miami.
Now, ABC 26 Sports with Adam Norris.
Maybe today's good news portends even better news for Saints fans tomorrow. Linebacker Rickey Jackson became the first player who played predominantly with the Saints to be selected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. As the city champ, played for the Saints for 13 years, and he was a ferocious force. Jackson recorded 128 quarterback sacks, which ranked third best all time when he retired in 1995. He headlined the team's famed Dome Patrol linebacking corps and was durable and dominant, missing just 2 games. Jackson finished out his career with the 49ers, where he won a Super Bowl ring. Joining Jackson in this year's class, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, Vikings defensive end John Randall, and guard Russ Grimm. The senior committee also voted in Broncos running back Floyd Little and longtime coach Dick LeBeau. The 7 men will be inducted into the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio on August 7th. We're less than 24 hours from kickoff of Super Bowl 44, which means all the physical preparation for the game is finished. The Saints and Colts held their final walkthroughs earlier today, so all there's left to do is dream about the optimal outcome. We continue our Mission Miami coverage with Ed Daniels, who's live in South Florida with some boisterous fans. Wow, nice glasses.
Thanks, Adam. It's time to dream and drink if you're a Saints fan. My friend Brandy, who says somehow a distant cousin of Sandra Bullock, let me use the glasses. How long have you been a Saints fan?
31 years.
31 years, all right, and at least that long, this guy has been at every big Saints game, and he is at this one, the big one of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, the Whistle Monster. So the Whistle Monster's here, getting them all fired up. Wouldn't it be outstanding tomorrow if a Lombardi, Joe Lombardi, Saints quarterback's coach, could hoist the Lombardi trophy? He is certainly dreaming of that.
The Lombardi trophy is named after his famous late grandfather, and Joe Lombardi, Saints quarterback's coach, would love to wrap his arms around that trophy Sunday night. I asked Lombardi what Vince would think of what the Super Bowl has evolved into today.
That's a good question. You know, I think when he coached, in a lot of ways, he felt like he almost had to apologize for being a football coach, because in his mind, I think he felt he should have been a doctor or a lawyer or a professional of some sort, and that you know, he wouldn't let his son get into coaching. So that's a good question. I'm not sure what he would think about how huge this has become now.
Lombardi has climbed the assistants ladder quickly in the NFL. In his 4th season, he was promoted to Saints quarterback's coach. His ultimate NFL dream, to hoist the Lombardi trophy as an NFL head coach.
If I ever got that opportunity, even if I wasn't a Lombardi, it'd be special. But I think because of the name, that'd be even more so.
Even more so is right. And here's my man, Whistle Monster. He's got them all fired up again. The party's going to go on all night here. And we'll be back a little bit later. Adam, Glenn, have a great night.
The long-lost Blues brother, Ed Daniels, for us live in South Florida. On the injury front, Colts